Hey guys, Mrs.Roopa here and welcome to the classroom. Today we're going to talk about a group of dinosaurs called Dermal Armor Dinosaurs. And this particular group of dinosaurs belong to what's called the Thyreophorans. So Thyreophoran is just a fancy word for shield bearers. So a shield is what you use to block something. These dinosaurs had that on their bodies. So all dinosaurs belonging to this group had what's called dermal armor. Okay, those are two words that we need to know for this lesson. So dermal armor were pieces of bones that were embedded in the skin, okay? They did not belong to the skeleton itself, which is something that I thought it did. So it was really cool to learn that these were just extra pieces embedded in the skin of the dinosaur and not a part of the skeleton. A lot of dinosaurs use their dermal armor for defense, but it could be used for other things like recognizing members of their species. So let's say we had a Stegosaurus. This Stegosaurus could use its dermal armor to recognize another Stegosaurus. It could also be used for protection as well. Okay, or if the particular dinosaur reached adulthood, they might gain this dermal armor, so that's another thing that it could be used for. A lot of dermal armor dinosaurs were herbivores, okay? Remember that word? We talked about it. So herbivores are dinosaurs that just eat plants, okay? So that's they're a really cool group of dinosaurs that do that. Their teeth and their jaws of the dermal armor dinosaurs are not very well adapted, okay? That means they're not as useful as they probably should be. So chewing up food was a task. It was hard for them. And they spent most of their time doing that so that they could gain the energy they needed from that food. So they would spend pretty much their whole day just chewing up plants, okay? So I have a few examples that I want to share with you. And our first one is probably one that you are going to recognize, and that is the Stegosaurus. So the Stegosaurus is one dinosaur that's very well known for its dermal armor. So these two parallel rows of plates on the Stegosaurus that you know, they go along the spine, and once they kind of reach the tail end of the Stegosaurus, they turn into spines. Now, if you're thinking about that, you would think, oh, Stegosaurus, he's got some really good protection. But guys, unfortunately, he doesn't. So these two rows, they might protect the top of him, but think about it. What is protecting the side of his body? Nothing, unfortunately. So the Stegosaurus, if we think about that, he probably used his spines not as protection, but to recognize other members of his species. Also, and this kind of goes with that stereotype of dinosaurs having small brains, Stegosaurus was one of those guys. So he kind of spent just most of his days not really active, but just kind of sitting out and chewing up grass and trying to get the energy as much as he could. So Stegosaurus, those plates make him a dermal armored dinosaur. Now, the second one that I'd like to share with you today is called an Ankylosaurus. Ankylosaurus. He has bones that are all around his body. So, what do you think? Do you think that he used his dermal armor bones as protection or to recognize other members of his species? Protection, that's exactly right. Nobody messed with the Ankylosaurus. He was very tough. So he had bones on his face, he had bones all over his body, he had a club tail, and there were bones at the end of that tail. So no, nobody messed with this guy. He was very, very well protected by his dermal armor. Okay, so again, dermal armor dinosaurs. These are the dinosaurs that have plates or extra bones or spikes on their body. Stegosaurus is an example. Ankylosaurus is an example. So I hope that you enjoyed this lesson on dermal armor dinosaurs, and I hope that you will like, share, and subscribe this video, and I will see you tomorrow.